So starting the test drive out in this Silverado Custom with the Turbomax, I've said this before in some of the older models, but I like the turbo engine. I love the blow-off sound, and I just like how peppy it is. It's fun to drive, and it's a bit more fuel efficient than the standard V8. Now I did forget to show the door jamb where the tow capacities are, so I'll include all those specs in the description below, but let's give it some throttle here. And I think for most people in this segment, I mean, you got to think, a lot of people, I don't even want to say the majority, I don't know much about truck owners. I mean, I know what I use my truck for, and it's mostly for hauling. I don't even tow with it. So for a lot of people, if you need to tow, you're going to think about getting the V8 anyway. But if you're wanting to haul something, a lot of the times it doesn't matter, and you want to be as fuel efficient as possible. So for those people who maybe want a full-size truck, don't want to pay for a full-size truck, this is a good way to go, because you're getting the fuel economy of pretty much a V6 mid-size truck, like maybe a Frontier, Tacoma, but you're getting the usability of a big truck. Now if you're towing close to the towing capacity, you may feel you may be feeling like you're lacking there, but other than that, I mean, if you're just hauling around something and that's what you need your truck for the most part, and 90% of the time you're commuting, this is the best way, in my opinion. Now, it's not as quick as the V8, but it feels just as fast having that turbocharged 4-cylinder. And it definitely saves you at least $1,000 or so as opposed to optioning in the V8 or even that bigger 6.2 liter V8. Now, in terms of the price point, I think you might want to go, a lot of people might be thinking to go with the F-150, getting that EcoBoost. I feel like you get a bit more power with that, with the V6, but I just like how this one, I feel like the turbocharger puts in more work than the EcoBoost engine does with this Silverado. And you're probably looking around the same price point with everything considered. And I mean, Ford is pretty much going band for band with this Silverado here. You have the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto with both of those. I think they might have the 10-speed with the V6s though, even in those, the F-150s. So you only have the 8-speed here. But I feel like you're gonna get a little better fuel economy with this one, especially if you don't keep your foot in it. And I feel like the interiors are about the same. The Ford might feel a bit more luxurious to certain people, but for me, I just like how this one's set out. And specifically with all the options like the spray-on bed liner, the tonneau cover, being able to have this 120 volt down here. Again, I like the spec on this one. And then that Dark Essentials package is like $350 to get all the badging blacked out. Highly recommend that, especially on this Summit White. But trucks are expensive nowadays. I guess they've kind of always been expensive, but I mean, that's what they're going for. They're bringing in mid-50s with semi-basic packages, or trim levels, I guess I should say. But this one does come with a lifetime warranty, and with some of these bigger dealerships that are part of groups, that's one of the pluses you get to going through a bigger store, or at least even a small mom and pop shop that offers a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's nice to have that here. So if you're worried about this Turbomax engine, maybe you don't think there's been enough research done or enough high mileage trucks to see exactly what needs to be fixed on it, the engine, transmission, and the turbocharger are covered under that warranty. So I mean, I think it's a pretty decent truck long term, especially with that warranty. you just may want to go with a naturally aspirated V6 from Ram or the EcoBoost V6 from Ford. But me personally, this one does it for me. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 in the custom trim level.